is a massive Lego island that takes up 6 Lego base plates. And for the next 100 hours, I'm going to challenge myself to turn this island into a massive Lego police base with trained cops, plus weapons, vehicles, and buildings. So anyway, yeah, let's begin. So when I was a kid, I would create Lego cops and robber minifigures, and I would imagine battles that at the time felt very real, but now as an adult, they just look like this. So I'm about to make childhood dreams come true and make a lot of kids jealous because I have a genius plan to build the coolest Lego police base you could possibly ever imagine. Dang, this low-key looks like the island from Castaway. Now what's the first thing that every police base needs? Cops, of course, and my plan is to buy a whole lot of them. So I went ahead and blew most of my bank account on these specialized cop minifigs, so let's see what we got. This guy's got a backpack and a customized revolver. Wait, who's he pointing at? On to minifigure 2. This guy for real be looking like the Lego version of George Clooney. Policeman number 3, policeman 4, 5, 6, 7. And just from this first purchase, I bought 12 Lego policemen. And this guy's got some cool shades to flex with. But I still wasn't satisfied, so I made another order for more minifigures. But this time I bought a bunch of Lego police officers that are actually bomb squad related. And in total, I bought 6 of them. And finally, I placed one more order of police related minifigs. Oh wait, these are all robbers. They definitely won't work as cops. And aside from people, what are other things that can serve in the police force? What about dogs? Dogs work in the police force, so I went ahead and bought a couple of those. Okay, sniff down the vehicle. No, sniff the vehicle, bad dog. And just like that, we've listed all of the recruits to our Lego police force. Nice. This one needs to work out though. They actually all need to train and get strong for this job. So the next step on my list is to build a massive obstacle course so that they don't end up like Paul Blart from Mall Cop. I'm going to start by adding this tall wall that people will have to climb over using this rope. And we'll also need some monkey bars that I'll build using these fence pieces. And now they can swing. And I'm gonna add one more tall piece, but this time it'll have a rope in the middle that people can use to do flips. And then I'm gonna add some tires on the ground that they'll have to run through. Come on boys, work for that minimum wage. And just like that, our cops and bomb squad team have successfully worked out and are ready for the real job. So I went shopping once again, and I spent even more money on these customized Lego guns. The first thing I bought was this military sniper rifle that sits on the ground. I also bought this minigun that comes in pieces and requires to be assembled. These guns that are definitely from Star Wars. Here's a missile launcher, and another sniper rifle. Backflip and then shoot without looking. And I built a bundle of Lego grenades. And I ordered these custom gun packs that have way more weapons in them. At this point, we have so many weapons here that it feels like we're in the GTA gun shop with unlimited money. And now I'm going to build and customize my own Lego weapons. That way you guys can try these yourselves at home. This first one is a missile launcher. I also built this grappling gun by connecting this Lego rope to both ends. This flamethrower uses this gun piece, this cylinder piece, and a minifig hand. A grappling gun, and this dangerous puppy that uses 7 pieces in total. I also made a gun from this hot dog, and a banana. And just like that, our squad looks complete, so it's time to get onto our police base. First, we'll need to build a border to protect our cops and everything that'll serve inside. So I'm gonna use these 2x8 pieces that are over a minifig in height, and now nobody can get in or out. We will need some surveillance cameras all around our borders for safety, and we'll also need to complete the sides of the walls with these plates. That way it looks as smooth as Michael Jackson. And for better visibility, we'll add some LED lamps around the base. So let's check the feed right now. Oh wait, I forgot to add walls around the toilet that I installed, so I'm gonna go ahead and fix this up, that way his buddies don't continue laughing at him. Yeah, that was embarrassing. Looks nice. But now we have a massive border that'll prevent any outsiders from entering the base. Oh yeah, I forgot to turn the power on. But now we need a way to bring soldiers back and forth to the island. So here's my own helipad. But even more necessary, we'll need to build a Lego helicopter. This took around 3 hours to build, and I based it off of this helicopter that I found online, and my version just needs to go on a diet. But we now have the first vehicle in our police base. And I'll also add this camouflage boat that they can use to carry supplies to the island. Oh wait, abort mission. No, oh, I didn't know there were sharks in this water. And what do you know, we can now transfer supplies to our police base, and it appears our minifigures are getting fat off of these hot dogs. And now that we've been gifted this food, we need to build a safe place for it. So over in this corner of the base, I'm going to build a small pantry hut. And now, using this sideways building technique, I'm going to build a roof that'll lie sideways on top of our hut. This one's for the boys. Let's see if we can sled on top of it. Something else that most police bases have are weapon rooms, and we have a mess of weapons in our yard that need to be stored, but we'll need to store them in a safe place. So I'm gonna go ahead and build a massive hut on this side of the base, and now I'm gonna cram everything in here. Goodness, that's the most satisfying thing to look at. And to ensure that only cops can go in, outside here will be a camera that requires a Face ID before the doors will open. And lastly, we'll add this roof on top and camouflage it with these green Lego leaf pieces. Oh wait, it's gone. I think we went a little overboard with the camouflage. Another thing that police bases have are bunkers to sleep in. That way our police can rest their eyes and then get back to the old grind. So I'm gonna build their bunker out of these log Lego bricks, and I'll even throw in a whole mess of beds. That way we have room for everybody. But now they need to get their rest. Sleep well, boys, don't let the bed bugs bite. And let's finish this bunker off with a roof that's supported by an illegal building technique. But when you're on the field, it's probably very often that you'll get injured. Nothing specific, but our police will need their own hospital. So I came up with the idea to build a drive-through hospital. And it's basically exactly what it sounds like. You have a hospital, and you have a doctor minifig, and just like that, we can heal the sick and wounded. Let's give him medicine. Looks nice. And next to our bunker, I'm going to build a really tall tower that'll make it easy to see far away and spot criminals. So I built 4 levels to this tower, and I'm connecting them with these ladder pieces. And now that we have a giant tower, I'm going to build 4 of these lookout minifigures, and I'll put 1 on each level of the tower with their own special weapon. The first one being this sniper, this machine gun, this missile launcher, and a flamethrower. Dude, this looks nice. I feel safe already. Now looking at the base, I can tell it's getting pretty full, but there's something that we haven't added in this base that cops are pretty well known for: robbers. So I went ahead and placed another order for some of the toughest minifigs in town. So let's see what we got. First, we have this thief that comes with a backpack and a Brooklyn hat, but you've already seen him. I also bought this older looking guy. He has this pry bar and a $100 bill. He also looks like a lumberjack. Robber number 3, robber number 4, 5, 6, and from this order, I was able to get 7 Lego robber minifigures. And now that we have all of our minifigures captured and in the base, we need to build a jail. So in the center here, I have the genius idea of building one giant jail with 4 different cells. What this means is that every cell will have 2 prisoners, and every prisoner will need their own bed, so I've built 4 more of these bunk beds, 1 for each room. But now we'll need to add this roof on top so that our prisoners don't escape. And now our jail is complete, but I just realized something. Since we have prisoners, we'll need to feed them to keep them alive. So around back, I'm adding this grill, along with your chef boy, Gordon Ramsay, and we'll need to give him a ton of food to cook with, like this hamburger, this hot dog, apples, bananas, and here are some plates. And now that he's fully equipped with cooking equipment, he can cook like it's no one's business. But now, over on this other side, I'm going to build them an area to work out in. That way they live a long and healthy life. Oh wait, one of them's trying to escape. Tackle him, boys! Put his hands behind his back! Yeah, so it's probably not the smartest idea to have them running free. So I went and found a bunch of these black fence pieces, and I'm just going to surround their play area with those. Looks nice. And just like that, our base is finished and we don't have to worry about robbers running free anymore. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.